pushing buttons. All right, time to do this thing. Quiet on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other friggin' better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, two idiots who misinterpret the news so you don't have to. The dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another exciting edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack on this glorious VD Day. Hopefully, the VD is negative.
Hopefully
And if it's positive,
you get some really good chocolates for VD Day. That's right.
I ate a Twix right before the show. So
I got a bunch of Reese's.
yes.
Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Valentine's Day, Wednesday,
Yes.
February 14th, 2024, right here inside and outside Shroud Avatar. Winfield loves free fish. What's up, Winfield?
And the funny thing is, I keep on getting notifications about my VD status.
And Three Devious making his first ever post in chat there, dude.
He's been around.
I know, but I'm just wondering why it's showing us his first ever chat in the chat room. Yeah, because
Hey,
I know he's all over Twitter, or X as it may be.
it's Twitter. The domain is twitter.com.
Twitter.com. I know. I'm very, very well aware.
Well, I do not have HIV, I do not have syphilis, and I do not have hepatitis A, B, or C.
Well, that's good. That's right,
Yes.
Tina. It's also Ash Wednesday, the beginning of Lent.
What?
If you all missed it, yesterday was Fat Tuesday. So if you missed it,
I
you're SOL.
I didn't care. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm with you on that one.
yeah.
But Stymie would have 3-day consecutive streams. I love that.
Yes.
Those silly announcements. You know, I've seen 3-day, I've seen 5-day. I haven't seen anything for 4 or any other days or anybody. I notice people who are here for like weeks on end. So I've never seen one like 2 weeks
Hmm.
consecutively. You know, 3 days and 5 days like the only two I've ever seen, but it is what it is.
It's things, man. Things.
It's stuff. It's stuff. And we've got some stuff for you today. Is I want to start where? I want to start with the Discord comments from Ravlox. So where you want to
We
start
might
with
as
that?
well. We might as well. I mean, it's like Ravelock saying the domain and DNS are two separate things. Though if the domain registration were to expire, there would be no DNS to go to. The domain has been renewed, auto renew, and is showing correctly on the actual registrar's site. It just hasn't propagated across the web, it appears. Since folks can get to the site outside of the US, for example, this means the domain and DNS are present, not expired or working. When only certain regions can't get to a place on the net, it is considered splintered, creating effectively two or more internets. This is why Amazon and other major entities have servers in multiple countries and locations within the US. In case this occurs, which happens more often than you'd think, we of course can't afford to have that level of resiliency. I am still working on with our European data center to see what can be done to mitigate the issue. Game logins may be slow, but do work. As of this morning, I was still not able to access the Shroud of the Avatar webpage, but I did change my DNS settings on my router to first use Google's DNS, which we know is working because yeah, that's correct. And then the secondary was Time Warner /Spectrum. Other people like Flare, we also know is also in Texas. Other people having the issue of reaching the website are in the US. So why he's saying European, I have no idea.
It's European.
Yeah. Well, I do pee frequently, so I am a peeing very, very frequently.
You gotta go pee.
But so as far as like Ravelox's comment about the fracturing, things like that, this means that the DNS tables that are used primarily by Spectrum are corrupted somehow. Even though Laz is also on Spectrum Charter, but he's using different DNS servers. So they've got some issues with the DNS tables, and part of it may be related to what they're using as their DNS servers.
I know my old machine way back, which is still sitting over here. I had originally just for
and Winfield says, I'm on Spectrum and have the problem. San Antonio, Texas. I thought you moved to North Carolina or something like that.
His wife moved to North Carolina. He stayed in Texas.
Yeah, but he was supposed to be moving.
Yeah, that's what I said. He moved his wife to North Carolina. He's still in Texas.
Well,
perfect marriage.
Hey, it works. It works. I mean, it's all those years in the military. I mean, that's the expectation, right? Live in completely different countries and states for an extended period of time. Yeah. Yes. Winfield has to go do the fishing. Remember, we were there when he caught his first fish.
Winfield, you still haven't made that move, really? Holy crap!
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about.
I thought you were in the process of making that move a couple of years back.
2, 3 years ago. Yes.
Yeah.
He's old, slow, and playing too much Shroud. I mean,
Yeah, there you go. All
that's
right.
understandable.
We
Yeah.
can't argue with that. Can't argue with that.
That
And
and
doing too
probably
much
his
doing too much fishing. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
the contract work that he, even though he's supposed to be retired a third time, is probably keeping him busy as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so there's an issue with certain providers in the US that their DNS table has lost the lookup for what's it called? ShroudedTheAvatar.com and other things. And it may have been based off of they dropped the company that is being used for the DNS lookup for what is it? Domain Robot PSI. So if they drop that registrar from their DNS records, that means anybody that's registered through them, they would have no longer have updates within, like, say, Spectrum's DNS servers.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Stymie says, give Rav a little credit. At least he addressed the issue much better than
Yes.
tumbleweeds. Yeah. So let's
Yes.
talk about addressing the issue here, is because we have a forum post as well. You may or may not be able to see it as stated in the forum post. So let's get right over to that.
Internet routing issues affecting access to the SOTA website and forums. If you're reading this, then the routing issue either is not impacting you or the adjustment we made has corrected your connection. What's all this then? Around 2:30 p.m. on February 13th, some players reported not being able to access the Shroud of the Avatar website or forums. We investigated and found that the issue is somewhere in the internet backbone. It appears to be the issue is affecting people in the US, mainly in areas central and west. The East Coast appears not to be affected. We did find that other major entities on the net also experienced this issue when we did. Here's a sampling. Ooh, OpenAI. Airbnb. Broadband. Once we determined the issue was outside our infrastructure, we took steps to reroute as much traffic away from the issue as possible. The backbone ISP affected will need to correct the issue before we can route traffic through the primary connection. This issue affects the website forums and will cause a delay in authentication for gameplay. At this time, we have not gotten any reports of players not being able to play the game. Please note that since the authentication service is falling back to secondary, the end user license agreement will be prompted. There have been no changes to the end user license agreement or terms of service. We will monitor the status and reroute things back when the issue has been resolved. As I said, I had to update my DNS on my router in order to be able to access these things. So the other thing is, hey, was there a tweet about this? Because people weren't able to access shroudedtheavatar.com? No.
Yeah, I never even look on their website for tweets anymore because.
Oh. Da, 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 da.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah, but hey, no tweet. But yes, Ravlox did post this on the forums yesterday at 10 p.m. should have tweeted that out as well. I mean, that's something
Well,
that
you would think. Yeah.
needs to be, so that way, hey, if it's still not working for you, update your DNS on your internet connection to include Google's.
Yeah, but I don't think many people are proficient enough to actually get in there and do that stuff.
Hey, man.
I mean, for people like yourself, myself, Tina and many others, they know where to go edit that stuff, but others just would have no clue as to.
And then it's like, to see what's going on. Remember, yesterday I posted that screenshot of me doing an NS lookup and it coming back with, "Oh, can't do shit."
Yeah, this is interesting.
But
Take a look in the green room here.
I am looking at the green room. Why?
So, do you see a shield next to Lomir's name?
No, I
No?
see his little alien eyeball.
Okay, the other side, you don't see that?
I do not see a shield.
Oh, interesting. Let me show you what I'm talking
Where,
about.
where are you talking about?
Yeah, I
And
just,
Lomir, you're quiet again today.
yeah.
Am I?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
might have just been off his mic. Right there.
Why do you have Lord British shields on there?
Well, that's what my interesting question was. Why don't you have one? Because you're in the game.
Oh,
It's
I don't know.
it just says that we're playing the game, and I just
Oh,
happened to
I
notice.
I don't show what game I'm playing in Discord.
Yeah, and neither do I. So why is
I don't know.
I'm not seeing those shields like you're seeing them.
I last probably enabled something weird in
it's
Discord.
well, if I enabled it, then everybody should be able to see it. I
Well,
just
you
thought
enabled
it
it
was
for yourself.
interesting.
Everybody else has
Yeah.
it disabled.
Yeah, no, I don't usually do
Oh.
that. I usually, if I enable something, it's for everybody, but it is what it is.
Hey.
I wonder what it is that you enabled.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's it's a Discord setting somewhere that you've got enabled.
But again, then why isn't it showing on you? That's what I don't understand.
Yes.
Yeah. Just
Jack's
curious.
not really Jack. Jack's an imposter.
Jack's probably got another game open someplace and it's conflicting, probably.
What are you talking about? Me? No. And remember, as far as the fishing goes, Winfield, if you're drunk and naked, you have much better chances of fishing.
Enable the fish finder. That'd be nice if we had a fish finder. That would help a little bit. That would help just a little bit, but anyway, moving right along. We touched on this topic yesterday, and we're gonna get back to it because, of course, people have questions, and well, I don't know if they're gonna get answers, but Vallis started the 2024 roadmap and future vision topic yesterday, and
I mean, it's like, yes. How you too can stir the pot. And why am I standing again? I was sitting earlier. Shroud AFK timer. Okay, you ready for this?
yes,
2024 roadmap and future vision from Vallis. Hi, all. So I've been away for a while, and I'm trying to catch up on what the current plan is for Soda. I'm on the hunt for a 2024 roadmap which lays out what to expect this year. I'm also looking for some kind of vision statement that lays out the path for the future and how the devs plan to get there. Can anyone help me out? Pot. Stir. Pot. Stir. Pot. Stir. Oh, man. Conjurer Dragon with the last one was this for 2023.
20% completion rate.
So, and then on the last stream, Ravelock said they need one more team meeting for the new roadmap. Remember, the last stream was January something or other, 20 something.
Actually, the last stream would have been on the 26th.
25th, 26th.
Yes.
So that would be
So
3 weeks.
That means
3 weeks.
at least 3 meetings have taken place since then.
At least 3.
Well, should have taken place, I should say. Should have.
Well, remember, they're actually supposed to have daily stand-ups.
Well, they do it weekly now, in my understanding.
Oh, I mean, it's they do it annually, an annual meeting.
Yeah.
And then,
but
I saw
good news was yesterday we got the release notes emailed out to us just 3 weeks later. Just a little over a week before next release, we got last month's release notes mailed out yesterday. Let's not forget to point that one out. That all came in the mail yesterday. So
right there.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get over here. I can show that as well.
To me, let's go to the details on this. Let's see. February 13th at 10:01 p.m.
Mine came out at 10:51. That's when I got mine.
You too can play release 122 now.
Yeah, so I will clip this for everybody just for giggles and grins.
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks after the release, we're going to mail out about the release. It's like, oh, come on. Oh. But
I'll slide that over there. Yeah, there we go. All those. I guess I'll make it bigger so you can all actually see it. Yes, release 122 update mailed out on 2/13.
10:51 to 10:53, and I received mine at 10:01. So, but going back to this Valis. I saw the 2023 roadmap, which actually is a good model, but I figured I was missing something as it was a year old. Given the immaturity of Soda, I think a roadmap would be great.
Great.
But I also think it would be beneficial to have a refresh of the vision and mission statement. And some tangible... Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially considering the owner of the company hasn't done anything other than one stream in over a year. And that was the 10-year anniversary stream.
Yeah.
Hasn't logged into the forums in over a year. And 1 year, 3 months ago, he said he was going to be back on the team full-time-ish, but then he started a brand new game company. And some tangible, having stuff to look forward to is great, but I really think that would help is a bit more context about what the roadmap is building towards. Not just what toys we're going to get and when. It would be really useful to get an understanding of what the plan is to get a steer from the community in what they want. Yes, Chris, who?
Who?
Again, Soda's a few years under its belt, and the community launch chances is going to be substantially different to the one that exists today. Also, there's clearly a need for fresh blood to reinvigorate the community. I suspect that's going to be creativity to figure out what they want and what services need to be in place. We too would like a 5th revamp to the introductory scenes. Soda has a proud pedigree, which honestly I don't think gets talked about enough. Maybe there's a way of celebrating all the achievements made by both devs and players while plotting a clear path ahead for the future. Yes, fresh blood attracts more fish. That is absolutely correct. We do need lots more players in Shroud of the Avatar. And we need to really figure out why we have some issues with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was supposed to be muted. And Trovador, I wonder the 2024 roadmap would be meaningful even if there are half the goals set in 2023 roadmap still missing without any notice about whether they will happen or not. Is Unity 2021 upgrade still a thing or another ditched plan? When will the in-game event menu come into reality? What about the terrain flattening prototype and house-free placement on lots? Anyone can answer those questions, or is the 23 roadmap actually a 2-year plan instead of 1 year?
2-year plan.
Yes, but I remember when we went through the 2023 roadmap, we found out that only approximately 20% of the things that they planned in January of 2023 actually
Trovador
were completed.
Gives them a lot more credit than
much more credit.
Than they actually accomplished, because as we went through each and every bullet point, we've come to the conclusion that 20% approximately, maybe 25%. So one quarter of what was promised, 1/5 to 1/4 of what was promised was actually delivered last year.
Yeah.
According to what we see. Yeah. According to what they stated, according to what we see. So
yes. And Burzmally, every prior roadmap has been a millstone around the devs' necks. What's one more? Well, this is one where you have to have a plan and you have to stick to a plan, or you have to post an update. Why are we changing this direction? And provide an update. Remember, previous roadmaps, they said, hey, we're going to revisit this quarterly and provide an update. Did that happen?
Nope. Not going to do it.
And remember, 2023 is the year of better and more communication from the Shroud team.
I gotta say, I think they were about a year behind on that, because 2024 has been pretty
better.
Okay.
Much better.
I'm not gonna say great, but it's been pretty okay.
Better. I mean, Trovador, of course I know it's not guaranteed. I'm not talking about getting it done. I'm talking about a notice about whether they will or will not happen, or when they will happen. If we cannot even know answers to these questions, what would be the point of the devs to give out any more ideas about what they are working on?
Yeah, so Dark Blue Monkey says, I think we all consider Shroud of the Avatar like that one uncle that you know is just a bit weird. Sometimes does bizarre shit, but ain't gonna change at this point. So you just learn to ignore the really effed up shit that he comes out with. Absolutely.
Yeah, something.
Jaime says he asked Ali about the free house placement. She told me it was on the back burner, but not canceled. Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
yeah. That's let's see. Combos, real easy. We're gonna get them in there. They're so easy to put in. Got dozens of them ready. That was what 5, 6 years ago,
No,
something like
that
that.
was like 8 years
Yeah, eight
ago.
years ago.
I love
The
combos.
demo
They're really,
of flexible
they're really good
placement
cheesy
was
snacks.
2 years ago.
Yeah, flexible placement. Actually, I think it was 3 years ago now when that was first introduced, demoed. Horse jumping. The update from 2018 has been on the back burner for what now 3 years.
Yeah,
21,
well, I mean,
22, 23, 24, 3 years. Yeah.
well, I mean, this is one where we need that statement to say, look, we don't have any full-time developers working on this project. Everybody is donating their time. And we will get to things as we can. But instead, we end up, what did we get that was not on the schedule at all? A sneak scene, right? Does the sneak scene use the in-game sneaking mechanic?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Not gonna do it.
So it's one where it's like, why doesn't it use the in-game mechanic for sneaking? That requires too much work.
We don't
But
have
here-
the new tech for that.
Yeah, and we don't have the tech, and so we don't have the time to
sneak
do
stream
these
is a
things.
strong phrase. That's right. It is a
Yeah.
strong phrase. And again, Dark Blue Monkey. Why develop useful stuff to draw new people in when you can create non-tradable founder reskin items with a bespoke conversation system that one or two people might use now and again? Yep. Right on the nose there, buddy. Right on the nose.
Yeah. Adam Crow with the observation, sometimes too much transparency can be damaging.
Not.
For example, they announced it was not possible to implement a specific feature into the game. Some players that really wanted that feature might quit playing when they hear that. Adam. This is for Adam.
Just Adam.
Look at the metrics related to the number of people that are currently playing versus historically. Which way has that trend gone since launch?
That away.
Oh,
I haven't had my lunch yet, so.
we need to do things to recruit and retain new players. And the decisions that the team has made have actually done things to actually hamper their ability to get new players because they are doing things to just that target very, 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 very few players. Then down the road, things change and the developers can this is the ironic thing. Down the road, things change and the developers can implement that feature after all. But if they lost players, they may have to keep playing if they were never told anything in the first place. Okay, so how many years ago were we was there discussions about, hey, we're going to completely revamp the PvP system in Shroud?
Aren't we
That was
still
6
working
years
on
ago.
that? Aren't we still working on that?
Yeah. Then let's implement changes like, hey, no looting or things like that after someone
How
went
do you
AFK.
have a PvP system where you can't get any freaking rewards? What is the point? What is the point of PvP if all I get is a freaking jawbone? Speaking of PvP, let's go check those leaderboards.
Oh man.
Let's go check those daily leaderboards. And who's in first and second place or tied for first place? That's right. Yours truly, Laz and Jack, top of the
Oh man,
leaderboards,
top of the leader, top
tied for first
top
place.
PvP players in Shroud. Top PvPers. And then 7 days, we are tied for third.
Oh, look at that. It actually allowed me to click on 7 days today. I'm shocked.
Then for 30 days, we are 11th place. Almost cracking the top 10 for the last 30 days for PvP.
Go NBNN PvP.
NBNN, top PvPers in Shroud of the Avatar, man. Yes. Then after that,
just to show you how bad that system is.
oh yeah. No. Just speculation here. I can't think of any benefit for telling the players what they can't do. I'd rather have them focus on what they are working on instead of wasting time trying to explain why they can't implement something. That would be an update of, hey, we have pushed this to the backlog due to whatever reason.
Yeah, before you move on.
Backlog. Yeah.
Time for us to pull some giveaways.
You are correct about that. Lomir is victorious.
Andrew Night Owl.
Okay, you'll be on the lot in a minute.
Come on down.
Okay. And exclamation mark bundle me is reopened on my stream. Hopefully it'll open up on Laz's stream.
Yep.
But back to this. You would, like, Adam, you really need to say, hey, we've encountered some tech issues. We are going to push this to the backlog until we can resolve these tech issues.
Enjoy, Andrew.
Otherwise, we end up with the issues related to, say, Unity 2021 updates, which, remember, is no longer the long-term supported version of Unity that they haven't updated to yet. So we are still on Unity 2018, which means anybody that's got an RTX video card, all of that tech is not supported at all. Dun, dun, dun. But
Good
Trovador,
thing I didn't buy one then.
transparency is always the rule of thumb. Old players do come back to Soda from time to time to check out if the game is mature enough to fit their expectation or not. That is very accurate.
Step away for a moment. I'll be right back.
That is okay. Players do come back and check to see, hey, has this system been changed? Has it been updated? What are the new things that are there? If something for whatever reason is not doable for the moment, then the devs should not even put it into any roadmap at the first place. Otherwise, it would be no different than lying. That would be like, here's our wish list if the tech is available. This goes back to the open communication that the dev team is supposed to be having. Remember, 2023, the year of more open and honest communication, of which we saw a lack of. But 2024 has started off much better. We still don't have things like daily stand-up corners or really knowing what's going on in the office, because we can't answer the question of how many full-time employees are working on the project other than the one that is posted on their LinkedIn that they're full-time. And that was Ravelox. How is it better? Wait. Remember delay. How is what better?
Doesn't Sanyo still have it posted as full-time?
No, Sanyo never had it posted as full-time.
Yeah.
He just had...
And sorry about that pause. I've got generator service. Guy showed
Ooh,
up here, so come and get my annual service on the
yeah.
generator. But I had to tell him that he can't flip my power off for at least for another half hour, at least 20
Okay,
minutes.
okay, yeah.
But he's got to do an oil change first, so that's which probably
That's
doesn't
good.
doesn't need it, but better
Hey,
safe
hey,
than sorry.
I
Comes with
need
the
to change the
service.
oil on my generator too. Oh, Lomir has
You got a
finally decided
generator?
to open it. Yeah, well, it's not for my house; it's for my travel trailer, which I
Oh,
did
okay,
donate to a
yeah,
fire department.
yeah, gotcha.
I need the money to be able to buy a generator. Not that I really need one.
Yeah.
I would just like to have the money.
So Tina, this year, Ravlox has been much better about communication than last year. Remember that he has answered several Ask a Dev questions. He is actually making posts on the forums, and there's been more communication this year than last year as to
Yeah,
what's going
absolutely,
on.
absolutely.
That
But I gotta comment on the transparency issues. As let me go back here. Adam Crow thinks the transparency can be damaging. He says, which I gotta disagree with because again, people don't see stuff. They're gonna leave one way or the other, whether they've been told about it or
yeah,
not. So I don't think that makes a difference. And Troubadour, I agree with. Transparency is always a rule of thumb. Old players do come back from time to time to check on the stuff. So I can't agree more with that one. But did you
yeah.
refresh that page?
Not yet, because I do know that someone did
Because
say that they did post.
ye
Uh,
old fisherman.
Winfield, yes. While not directly related to the roadmap, I published 2023 developed soda features to the wiki. I upload monthly release notes from the devs to SodaWiki. Some items may have been on the 2023 roadmap. I have not compared. At least at a glance, you can see major things released for the year. Take a gander. Dun 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 dun. Thank you for that, Winfield. Because it summarizes new lava fishing trophies.
Oh, come on, man! It's fishing. Fish, fish,
I
fish,
know.
fish.
Fish. Go fish and catch a new friend. Bug
Just,
Brigade rewards.
kidding with you.
Yeah,
The first two items on there were fishing related, so I had to
I
bust
know.
Winfield's chops.
It's like new scene, Port Harmony.
Fish.
Yeah.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
Update on the Nude Britannia mapping project.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. Apparently the maps were down yesterday also. Can you pull up a map? Up my maps? Oh, there it is. It's up.
Well, that would be based off of DNS.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The maps were also not functioning properly.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah. Well, so the funny thing is, Owl's Head, he hasn't updated to the new format for the maps.
Oh, it's been the new format for a long time. Where you been?
No. This is not the new style for the maps.
Oh well, I don't think he's going to do that because this was, I guess, the first iteration of doing something because they took all the lots out. You can't see any of the lots in this
I know.
map. Who owns the lots? What houses are
That
on
was
the lots?
that was nice when they actually had a much better map for Owl's Head with all the lots that were.
ShroudedAvatar.com/map.
I know,
Bill
but
updates regularly.
I'm aware of that.
Bill
But
updates
yes.
regularly.
But yeah, but hey,
Jacob White did
Courage
a hell of a
Club.
job with that.
Hey, go back to the leaderboards real quick.
Leaderboards.
Okay. Because remember, all that work related to the leaderboards, or not the leaderboards, the Courage Club,
We're doing totals
which
or brackets?
came in 2023. Go to the Courage Club totals for 30 days.
Okay.
How
21
many people
total
participated
users.
in it?
21.
Okay.
Bracket 1, 19. Bracket 2, 18. Bracket 3, 13.
13. Yeah.
And then fish. People are fishing out there. You gotta
Oh,
give them
people
that.
fish all the time. People
Yeah.
fish all the time.
Proud
And
of the fishermen. 115
yes.
people out there fishing in the last 30 days. Hell, in the last day, I got to give them that much. 54
54.
people out there in the last
Yeah.
day, in the last 7 days. And of course, if you really want to get last 7 days, 84 people. But if you really want to get an idea how many people a month are actually in the game, you go to your 30-day and
PvE kills.
yeah, and you get 949 people have made PvE kills. So
I want to.
about a
I'm
thousand
interested in the
players a
very
month.
bottom of that list of the people that made 0 kills and they died multiple times. Like the
Yeah,
guy that
well,
died 4 times.
is Grand Rebel.
Yeah. It's like, but
That's an
that
easy
that
way
would
to
tell you
get rid of somebody new. That's for sure.
that would be the telling of how many brand spanking new players came in and then left.
Yeah, I like this guy, WWW space WWW. That's a really inventive name there in
Yeah.
914th place.
Yeah, I saw that. But
Anyway, moving back over here, www is the DNS server. DNS server's out there doing his thing, huh? But
yeah, but to me, like the number of people that have 0 kills, a few deaths, or very few kills would be why are there? And I actually have more PVE kills than you do.
I'm sure you do.
But I would investigate like all of those if they are brand spanking new players. What went wrong in their gameplay that they were not satisfied with? And I
That's
know
a
that
good
Winfield
question.
tried to do the hey, here's the survey, we'd like you to fill it out. But that is something where it's like you really have to investigate. Like there's a syndicate player that came in because we do know the Savage Furry is here.
Long live the stymie.
Yeah. Why did this player only? Was this a brand new player or an experienced player that just decided to like go make 1 kill, kind of like last? Or is there something else there?
I should be on the PVE list, right?
Yeah, you are. I did see you're in the like 800 range or something like that. You're at the bottom. I'm 812. There you are. You're 880. You're 880. I am 812.
I was going to say, why ain't my name highlighted? But I wasn't on the right
You weren't
place.
scrolling down far enough.
No, I wasn't in the 30 days. There it is. Yeah,
Okay.
880.
Yeah.
Yeah, with 3. When
Yeah,
we went
but-
out to Deep Ravenswood last week, I killed a couple wolves out there. That's what it was.
Yeah. While questing, they probably stumbled across a roadmap, became horribly disillusioned, and rage quit. That can happen. Yeah. Well, that is one where it's like the devs need to know why people come into the game and then they leave after a short amount of time. Because remember, according to Chris, Shroud has one of the highest stick rates in the industry.
Well, it's got a lot of trees.
So, as Modi says, the fact that you two guys are at the top of the board is a real sad statement. We agree. We have no complaints, and that's why we pointed out is, yeah.
But it, like, if you actually think about, I know at least a dozen PvPers that left the game shortly after no loot came in.
Oh, I know quite a few that left. So we used to have a whole bunch of people used to hang around a lot, early on just for Dark Blue Monkey typing, I love this shit out to the universe.
Yes.
Thank you, Dark Blue Monkey.
But I mean, as far as like PvP goes, that is something where there was so many bad designs related to the implementation of it that frustrated a lot of people. And it's like, you can't overcome bad design unless you redesign. And that is something where it's like, Chris is the one that was responsible for that.
And yeah, well, is let's put in overpowered archery, and then take out all the reasons for actually killing somebody, and add more fish.
Yeah, well, the focus group went absolutely nowhere because you have to listen to the feedback provided and implement things. The only thing that Chris took from it was, I'll fix everything by tweaking some math, not looking at the other underlying issues. And
gotta say
that's the same thing with all of the focus groups that Chris impaneled.
They've tried everything under the sun except our suggestion, which is go full loot. I guarantee you, if or at least recently looted something to give you some kind of motivation to get out there and do it, because 25% or 10% or 10% plus 25% for 35% bonus in PvE kills is not a reason to flag PvP. I'm sorry, it's just not. Give me a reason to go kill somebody with the risk reward system that actually works, and I'll go flag and I'll go fight and I'll take my chances and I'll have fun with it.
Yeah. But and Tina says, in my own project, I had a bad designed section. I ripped it out and redid it. It sucks to do, but it is the only way.
That's right.
You have to recognize bad design and realize
even Winfield's on board. That adds more motivation and danger and strategy for what you carry is fun. Absolutely, because you can't be doing this. You can't be walking around with a bag full of shit like I've got, that's weighing 630 pounds. Now, again, the lock stuff and the stuff that, is not possible to loot in the first place is okay. But, all this other stuff that, I'm carrying around, I mean, if somebody could get their hands on this stuff, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they would get if they were able to kill somebody like me, because I don't clean it out as often as I should. But that's just, and then not even that. I mean, I've got, a bag with just all this stuff for that stock my vendors. So if I went out and I left all this stuff in there, that they could get, or all the deeds, and stuff from my houses, or all the reagents, and other stuff that I've got,
Okay, Les, Put them
Yeah,
up. Put them
yeah,
up. Come on, put them
exactly.
up.
You know, I have one of the rarest items out there, which is 1 pound of Lord British's flesh that I carry with me, given to me by Lord British.
Yeah.
I keep that on me. And then of course a bag of reagents, which is always useful to anybody. I mean, I carry all this crap that would be worth killing somebody for. Um, but again, even if it's let's just go to recently looted. I don't have anything in recently looted, but yeah, even Jack and I have suggested that
I mean,
if you're out in the scene and you're skidding and you're collecting stuff, at least
oh
allow
yeah.
whatever was collected in that scene in the recently looted area to be what you get as loot.
Well, yeah. I mean,
That's about it.
like there's no reason for me to be running around with everything that I actually have in my inventory.
Yeah,
That is,
same here.
it's like, wow. It's like, why am I running around with multiple sets of gear, multiple artifacts? And it's like, you have to balance the risk versus reward. It's like, I don't know if people remember the going through playing UO and the anxiety of seeing a
I remember.
PK or show up on your screen when you've got like a full bag of whatever.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But as Modi,
I lost the key to my house one time.
we are very aware that we have a small team and we can only expect so much. What is the team been working on that is going to get new players and retain players? Naming a scene a sneak scene that doesn't use the in-game mechanic of sneaking,
not gonna do it.
not
Listen, be
helpful.
prudent.
It's a conversation avoidance. It has nothing to do with the in-game skill.
Well, you do gotta use silent movement.
Or the courage club for, hey, here's some new rewards that you can get for doing it. And that came out months ago. And as we showed on the leaderboards, the last 30 days, 21 people participated in it.
Yes.
That does not really help and encourage new and old players to do a bunch of shit.
As Modi says, I won't comment on the sneak scene, and that's awfully wise of you because, there's not much to comment on the Courage Club. Why we expanded that and made it all different and spent development time on it. Why we spent development time on this whole building of the brand new sneak scene. Could have been development time spent on, let me see.
Fixing
Episode 2.
broken
Episode
mechanics.
2. Forget about fixing broken mechanics.
Yeah.
We understand that certain mechanics are just the way they are. We understand that most of them are concept, what is the word I'm looking for? Proof of concept, and it works. Okay, we have it, and then we can expand on it later. UO is still doing that 28 years later, expanding upon systems that were proof of concept back 20 years ago, and then finally taking the time 20 years later to build upon that. But that didn't stop them from adding new spaces, adding new monsters, adding new,
And this is something that Laz and myself have harped on for a very, very long time. Okay, in order to fund that development, the Portnip team sells pixel crack. Okay? And they have made numerous bad decisions that actually reduce their ability to sell pixel crack. The vault items and also the heritage items reduced their ability to sell pixel crack.
Reduced their ability to pay developers.
Yes. And so it is one where you have to make that realization, connect the dots, Your job is to sell pixel crack. In order to fund your development team is responsible for producing new shit for players to engage in to grow the population. If you fuck up that initial portion of the pipeline, which is sell pixel crack, then you have fucked everything else up. Yes, and this is where, as Tina's saying, they have repeatedly done things to undermine their ability to make money.
Yes.
Because why can I go to the Crown Shop and type in the year 2014, although currently there's nothing on sale from 2014 or 2015, but there is stuff from 2016. Why is this in the Crown Shop? Huh?
2014.
2014 didn't come up with anything.
It does.
But it did.
Yeah.
Wait, it does?
Should.
No, because they got rid of the Christmas shit and we're now just the Valentine shit.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
How about 2015?
No, 2016.
So
But
16
2016, why is something in the Crown Shop for less money than I spent in 2016 available for purchase? Why? Less money than I spent back in the day.
Devaluing the price that people paid makes people unhappy because the value to their dollar is awfully detrimental to their well-being in the game. That's all I'm going to say on that. But what's also awfully detrimental is it's that time of the day for us to wrap things up and get the flock out of here. So we're going to go ahead and pull the final giveaways of the day.
And Lomir won a streamer bundle again. And
Asmodee with the win for the streamer bundle. And Asmodee, I actually agree with you fully. I scratch my head and wonder every single day about some of this stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, and it is one where it took them 2 years to pull their head out of the ass about heritage items. 2 years. We're hoping that they make the realization that, oh my God, our job is to sell pixel crack. We have to bring brand new shit in and get rid of old shit to make more money so that way we can rotate shit through our thing instead of taking the easy way to add more items to the store, which was, hey, we're just going to release the old shit and hope lots of people buy them.
Nom.
Of which
got a very good question. Why are they not allowing players to put up items, hold them in escrow for a percentage? People end up being more comfortable buying rares because they stay rare. Well, see, that ship has sailed because they blew the rares market right the hell out of the water when they decided to open up the other stuff. But yeah, Knight Rider,
they shot themselves in the foot multiple times. They cut off both of their legs. They have we are down to like the forehead left.
Yeah,
as far as what they're doing.
Knight Rider is gonna get himself a copy of Marsupial Ho Bad Adventure. Marsupial I mean it's hard to even pronounce this, but
Marsupial
Ho Bad Adventure on Steam, but it's $19.99, and that's going out to Knight Rider.
Knight Rider also won Heroes of the Monkey Tavern.
Oh, he's got some really cool stuff going on today. But Tina, we can talk about that a bit tomorrow. I'll try and keep that conversation as to why they're not doing that and why they didn't get on the bandwagon and why they didn't start their own secondary market like a lot of other places do, because there's a lot to be said about that. But meanwhile, we got to get out of here. We'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Happy Valentine's Day to all you out there. And have a great day. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.